get into the playoffs, it must be a massive achievement for you and the boys.
Yeah, with reputations to rebuild, and because the reputation of the place wasn't great, we'd have moved to cope with, and with some players to find at the start of the year. And obviously I wasn't privy to what had gone on last year. I just read the stories like everybody else, and I confess to being pleasantly surprised that the people we kept from the place were very, very committed and very, very hard working. The players I'm talking about, and they've grown as the season's gone on, as we've added a few people, and we've got a training ground and some training equipment and all these things that people take for granted that we didn't have. We've grown, and I'm extremely pleased for the players. They deserve all the credit because they've been very committed every week.
Has it really surprised you how quickly they have grown?
I think it surprised other people. I'm a big believer in you can make adjustments, and if you can build a togetherness, if that's the right word, I don't know what it is, but a team, some people call it team spirit, but what we've demanded every week is we could stand getting beaten, but what we wouldn't stand is a lack of commitment, and we've not seen that once. We've been embarrassed maybe on one occasion and two occasions, but the commitment's been there. And when you've got that kind of belief with each other that you'll get better and they'll listen, and they've listened, and support from the other coaches, then you can achieve pretty much everything. To finish in the 8th, would have finished in the 8th at the start of the year? Well, I'm one of these people that dreams. Obviously you'd like to think you would, but the reality of it is we've done that now, and it's a fabulous achievement.
Oh, I can't wait. I missed out on the playoff games last year and through injury from the cup final, so I'm itching to get another chance of playing in the playoffs, and hopefully we can take the form that we've produced over the last month or two and sure we'll give ourselves a chance if we do.
Well, there must be real confidence in the camp because the form has been up there with the best teams in the league. There must be real confidence going into it.
Yeah, we are. We know there's a lot of hard work ahead, and we know this 80 minutes is going to be really tough. And Celtic are pretty similar to us. They're hitting the form at the right time. They beat OKR at the weekend, and that's not easy. So yeah, we're really looking forward to it, and we're expecting a really tough challenge.
It must have been quite nerve-wracking on Saturday night, especially with Castleford playing at St Helens, and they ran them really close.
Well, it was. We did our bit. All we could do was be in charge of our own destiny, and we got our win up, which is no mean feat against a good Hull Kingston Rovers team. And then there were about 5 minutes left, and I'd been told probably with 10 minutes to go that it was 30 points to 10 to Saint. So I was home and hosed. I was walking the change room thinking, great, we've got a playoff game, and then saw the scoreline on the television inside at 30-all. I went, oh my God, not more stress after the stress of this game. We got this one. So yeah, that's the exciting thing about it. Everybody had something to play for last Saturday, didn't they? And we got what wanted, and Castleford pushed Saints all the way.
And you've achieved so many great things, both as a player and as a coach. How high does this achievement rate in terms of getting the Crusaders into that top 8?
Yeah, I think it's a fabulous start for the club, or restart if you like. We missed some opportunities last year. I think they've taken pretty much every opportunity that's been thrown their way this year. And we've lost a couple of games that perhaps we shouldn't have lost, which might have made our record slightly better. But to get in the 8, I can only reinforce it's been on the back of the players, and John Sharp and Yestin Harris and Martin Close and Ben Sterling, the physio. The staff behind the scenes has been fabulous. And we've worked hard and we've suffered our disappointments as you do, but in the main we have to say we've had a fabulous season, and now we're in a position to ruffle a few more feathers, so we're certainly not going to go away.
And what's Nathan Brown been doing to keep your feet on the ground after the victory against Catalans at the weekend?
Oh, we just keep talking about building momentum for this playoffs. This is what we've played all the season for, so Brownie's job's not too hard getting us focused for this. It's just we're just trying to build now, like you say. Yeah, we're looking forward to it.
And what's your thoughts on Crusaders? Again, a bit of momentum, had a great victory against OKR. It's going to be a difficult game for you.
Yeah, it is. And if you look at the side, they've been adding quality players throughout the season. So we've played them twice, and both games there was spells where it was real tough, and it was an arm wrestling. So I'm expecting a really tough game, and I think we're all expecting that, and it should be one that the fans enjoy, and it should be a close, tough game.
Looking at the other games in the playoff series, some fantastic matches, some great matchups. It's great for the game, isn't it?
Oh, it is, and I think some people question the 8, and when you saw last weekend's fixtures, more or less every game meant something, and there was loads of interest. And when you see the games coming up now, you've got the OKR and Hull FC derby and Saints Warrington. They're going to be mouth-watering classes, and great for TV and great for fans.
And that starts with Huddersfield, who are one of the form teams at the moment in the Super League under Nathan Brown. It's going to be a difficult task for you.
Absolutely. Yeah, I agree with you. We know they're a good team. They're some people's dark horses to win the competition outright, and they've certainly got the arsenal to do that. They've been playing well recently, but Our form's not been too shabby ourselves. There's bits we've got to improve on, and we've got to make sure we're healthy. If we're healthy, we'll rattle a few cages.
And what do you have to do to beat Huddersfield?
Oh, you need to open up the A to Z of Rugby League. You know. We have to concentrate on ourselves first and foremost, because we're going to have to score some points, you know. And to do that, they defend really well at the moment. You know, they're bending their backs good, and they've got good wrestle in them and good systems. So we're going to have to score some points, and then the tough bits, making sure that they don't score more points than we do, and that'll be no mean feat as well. So you've got to apply yourself right across the board.
And just looking at the playoffs in general, some fantastic games coming up this weekend. What's your thoughts on the matchups that we've seen?
Oh, well, they're all too close to call. You know, you've got the rampant Wigan team that have got Leeds, who are the champions and will not relinquish their title anyway, shape or form. So that's a great matchup. Warrington and Saints, what do we need to say? You know, Nosey Road, last fixture, Kieran Cunningham, all those ingredients, and a fabulous Challenge Cup winning team whose form's been great as well. And then, you know, Hull and Hull FC, one of the biggest local derbies in the world of rugby, and salivating prospects, because Hull FC are a great team, and Hull have shown they've got Sean Long back now, and they've got Richard Home back now, and they look a whole lot healthier, don't they? They've got some big blokes into boot, so I will watch. Obviously, I'll be at the Crusaders game because they pay me to be there, but I'll be watching all the other fixtures with great relish.
And it must be great that there's so many teams now that are competing for the grand final title, and it's good to see that the game is now starting to bear fruit, and probably with the salary cap it's starting to hurt maybe for everyone.
I'm not sure it's a salary cap. I think we still have a little bit of a split. You know, we've probably got a top 6 and then the rest, or top 7 and then the rest. So we've got to equalise that out a little bit, so everybody that starts in the competition has got a fair chance. But who would have said that, you know, with a round to go, there were still 9 clubs fighting for 7 positions? Incredible. You know, we got, you know, it's a fabulous fillip for our game. And I'm really pleased that we're in that situation, and I'm pleased that we're in the 8 as a club, because it's no mean feat just getting in there now. That's the challenge, I think. You know, if I dare take my eye off this year and look at next year, then it'll be even tougher.